We've been open since August in 2025. Found this lovely location, and we were like, we think it's fabulous. It's got so much on its doorstep. So I want to talk about this whole area of Bucklers Park. Obviously, you've got an amazing cafe, of course, but it's also what's around it. So if you're coming to the cafe, what's also years. So here on the doorstep, we've got an amazing park. So if you're a parent and you've got young kids, or like me, like going down slides, adult, fine. Off you go. There's an amazing slide there. It's a fantastic park. So you can chill out here on these lovely new benches that we've got, soon with parasols to come. Brilliant in summer. You can just chill out, have a lovely coffee, and let the kids have fun. Most are coming from here, so it's a massive new site. It's a bit like Arborfield. It's a new development here, and it's a lot coming from locally. But then I think some people do travel because you've got an amazing forestry here, Bucklers Park Forestry, and you can walk around here. It's about, I think, a big loop. I can't remember the distance, but it's quite far. And yeah, it's just on a great day, like good weather, there's just so much going on around here. We've got tennis courts. We'll go to that in a minute, and I'll show you everything else that we've got going on. So I think like as a centre in this community hub, Bucklers Park Community Hub, it's just got so much on the doorstep. So it just, there's just so many people coming from far and wide. Like they do different classes. They do martial arts, yoga, all these different sort of classes here. That's just bringing people to the area, and there's a nursery next door.
Let's do a walk.
So this is the front part of the hub. This is the bit where we get missed sometimes, because like from this side of the road, they see like it's a hub, like a community hub, but they don't know there's a cafe. So we're soon going to get some branded umbrellas, and we'll put them here so people can clearly see that we're here.
And you feel part of the community already? Like, talk to us a bit about the people in and around here.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think with this one, it takes time. Like I think at Arborfield, when we set up Arborfield, I was there every day for years. Well, still am. Whereas here, I'm not here as much, but I want to be here more, and that's going to change where we're here a little bit more, so that we start to get to know the community a bit more and start doing more sort of community-led events. Because that was our ethos of why I set the business up. So yeah, I think here soon we'll start to spend a bit more time and build that.
It's only going to grow, right? The more the estate grows.
And it's like anything. Once you start getting to know people and names, it becomes more community-led, and that'll happen.
Have you had just as good a feedback about the coffee?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's a non-negotiable for us. Like for us, service number one, coffee's number two. That's the way the business works. It's just really nice service, coffee number two, and the rest is standard. So yeah, good feedback, which is good. We've got the nursery here, which is really good on the doorstep. And that's a great little thing with the hub as well, because they're right on the doorstep. You've got people dropping off their kids, and they're coming in for coffees and just getting to relax, which is good. And the other thing here is really good is there's so much parking. We've got massive car park here. So there's ample car parking spaces.
It's good for the weekends when it goes mental, right?
Yeah, but I'll be honest, and it's a good problem to have. It does get packed even on the weekends, but it's a good problem. I mean, it's so busy. I mean, there's so much. You've got, as you'll see in a minute, there's tennis courts. There's so much to do that it brings a lot of people to the area, which is fantastic. Tennis courts, these are amazing. So these you can book online. There's like QR codes in the center where you can book these. The same for we got like a pickleball in there. You can just scan a QR code, netball courts, and you can just come on the courts whenever you want. You get like a little pin code. So it's good for me and Scott, who love playing tennis. We can get on these. This is the basketball courts. And then you've got the tennis courts on the other side.
Nice, let's go.
So this is the studio that's hireable in the hub. So you can hire this for parties. There's parties on nearly every weekend here. So if you need a big space for hire a party, highly recommend it. It's just a great space for it. And then they do loads of events. So if you're into fitness, they do loads of different like yoga, Pilates, fitness classes. They do like toddler classes where you can just bring your little babies down, and they play in little sand pits and set up loads of little games. And then they also have like martial arts. So yeah, if you're ever into any activities, come and check the board. We'll go and have a look at the board in a minute. And you can see all the things that they have on. And then the biggest thing is the forest. So this used to be an old race or like a car testing.
Okay, nice.
The TRL. So it's got like a bend that goes on there, a bit of history of it, like a bend where they used to test the cars. So there's a bit of history around here. A lot of people who grew up around here as youngsters know it very differently. It's changed a lot. It's amazing. I mean, you know, like for us, we only wanted one cafe and that was it. Arborfield was it. Until someone said, look, there's a location here. Do you want to come have a look at it? And as soon as I saw here, I just saw this park and it was packed. And I thought, Christ, there isn't a cafe here.
Yeah.
There's not a cafe around here. So we was like, this is such a great opportunity to set one up. Yeah, should we talk about the activity board?
Yeah.
Show you the activity board. So this is the board. So there's an amazing list of different activities they've got on during the day here. It's a lot. So if you're in the area or you're not aware of it, come and have a look at this board. There's so many different events that you can book in on. And this is what I was saying to you earlier. There's a QR code that you can book into the courts. There we go.
Cool. Should we pass over to Scott to talk about inside?
Okay, this was just a blank shell. As you see, we just added our touch to it, our Aussie inspired touches to it. So we added like the surfboards, obviously because we have our mass amount of coffee bags, we added the Hessian sacks on the wall, which actually my mum made for us. Shout out to mum. And then we added a little bit of greenery in here, and this recently was added the new chairs. And yeah, our little retail section is a work in progress. Obviously, we only opened in August. So yeah, a little bit of work in progress.
Hotel, the furniture was like a bit of a get through it at first.
Yeah, so actually, customers remember we had the old chairs from Arborfield here, and it was just like, just get by as long as we could. But recently got these new sort of school style chairs, which I love. And I think they create a nice bit of warmth in here. And I think, yeah, hopefully a bit sturdier for the kids and stuff that are over here, which is great.
Should we look around the kitchen?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, yeah. Again, very blank canvas. It's interesting when again, maybe a pitfall of this place was, it's very like, they set it up with sometimes like very domestic appliances. So we had to come in here and again, add all the silver furnishings in the kitchen, from the freezers to the fridge space, to microwaves, to blenders. They're trying to make me laugh behind there. You can get that in, look at you see that there's no escaping. There's no escaping. And obviously our coffee machine, a bit of a centerpiece. Obviously that's what we're all about. And yeah, we love it. Actually, we picked the color of that as well. So, but yeah, going into the kitchen. See these?
This is where everyone runs up.
Yeah, this is it. Everyone hides behind here. Obviously, we've got all our appliances, which we added. Little like oven for toasting our bagels, the toasted equipment. We've got the blenders. And again, all the silver furnishings we added in here, added this lovely island to give us more storage really. But again, it was a very blank canvas, and we had to really add our little pieces just to make it a really functional kitchen.
Anything you've got in mind for the future?
Future, again, oh gosh, yeah. Future,
well,
all don't do
a nice to have, but you've not quite got.
Yeah, I personally don't like how, like, again, we've had a few comments before, it's a little bit clinical, a little bit with like the white walls and stuff, so we would be adding some little touches in here, sort of soften it a little bit, if I'm completely honest. Love a little coffee station, but again, you can see where we sort of added this was already built in. I'd love to maybe have that changed a little bit and just soften some of the silver and white, as it were, and hide some of the other little bits around. But again, it's functional. When it does get busy in here, it does get pretty chaos. So yeah, trying to keep as much space as we can, really, and workspace as we can.
Tell us a little bit about a hectic weekend then.
Here is super weather dependent. So when when it is nice and sunny and it is warm, especially now we're going to go into the sort of, when the clocks change and we go into the sort of summer busier, but we're calling it the busier period, because the sun's going to be out, it's going to be longer evenings, so it is going to be busier, and it does get quite hectic. So queues out the door, and I love it. And again, dogs in here, kids, parents, families, all that sort of stuff. It's it's a really nice atmosphere when you see everyone again playing around the park, walking around through to the woods and seeing all the benches.
Cyclists?
Yeah, a lot of cyclists. We actually do have a bike rack out there. I'm sure Paul pointed it out. Lovely bike rack out there, so we can, people can pop up. And again, we got the Swinley Forest just around the corner, so we get a lot of like sort of mountain bikers as well as road cyclists. And me and Paul keep road cyclists. Well, actually not so much Paul now. He's a bit retired from road cycling. And some of the customers who are road cyclists give me a shout, because at the moment we're not getting much time to cycle. But yeah, get a lot of people, even from run clubs as well, meet from here and do a nice little loop around the Bracknell Forest, which is cool.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.